Is it time for a challenge? I think it's time for a challenge. Are you up for a challenge? I don't know if I'm up for a challenge, but sometimes we have to start before we're ready. Hey, my name is Darz. Welcome here on this channel. We are learning and growing, expanding that comfort zone, especially like doing challenges that we're not quite ready for, because what do you know? It pushes your boundaries, and sometimes you don't know if you're ready until after the fact, and then you look back and you're like, yeah, I was totally ready. And sometimes you have to just start things before you feel ready so that you can actually grow. Because if you always wait until you're ready, are you ever going to start? Last week I was talking about how I have like bloating, inflammation in my stomach, and how I'm trying to work on becoming more healthier, getting my physical body in better health. And so I wanted to make sure I eat lots of fruit every single day. I did do that. Also found some prune juice, and fun fact, it really works. Like, I probably only needed half a cup, not a full cup, but drink it warm. And I couldn't find any kimchi, surprise, surprise, of the probiotic type that was suggested to eat for like inflammation and whatnot. I don't know. I'll try to find it at some other store when I drive like 4 hours from here and pick it up at a bigger store. And then I also saw a little better mental health this week because I wanted to have like regular energy build and not so much. If you haven't watched the video, I'll link it down below. But basically, a quick version to summarize is that if you're constantly doing tasks that drain your energy, it is hard to have energy to do the tasks that give you energy. So I wanted to prioritize energy-giving tasks before I start doing the energy-draining tasks. I did do that every day, but I think I could do better. I did work on my travel video. Funny enough, I actually filmed like half of the talking version, or the talking portion of that, and then I had things happen with the kids, so I couldn't finish it, but I will finish it this week. And also this past week, I did a lot of things that tend to relax me and they're really good for me bodily. Like, I took a lot of saunas this week, a lot of sauna swim actually. I spent a lot of time at the beach, a lot of time in the water, and a lot of time just in the sunshine, nature, something that my body just craves. So that was really good. Somehow though, I'm missing something. I still feel, I'm not sure if I'm like, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it quite. Maybe it just takes more time, honestly. But as I said, maybe it's time for a challenge. I believe in starting before you're ready, like I said, and pushing yourself to do things that are hard. But I also believe in baby steps and starting small so that you don't burn out with big new implementation of healthy habits and things like that. So this coming week, my challenge for you and for myself is to go no sugar. I'm honestly like, you define what that means for you, and you define how you can go about it that works for you as a baby step starting point. Maybe you already eat relatively like really clean, so you don't necessarily have to do as easy of a version as somebody who has been eating a lot of processed foods and added sugar and Oreos and ice cream and all those kind of things on a regular, like maybe even daily basis. For me, the addition of the whole fruits this past week has helped me not need the sugar as much, which I don't honestly eat that much sugar, except like when we get together with family, there tends to be dessert, and that is so hard for me to say no to when it's just like there and I'm just visiting and I don't really have anything to do except relax and hang out. So this coming week, let me write it. Basically, there's no added sugar, and we'll see if I can do that every single day or how many days I can do it, and check back in next week, see how it goes. But my goal is, like I said, the inflammation in my stomach. It's causing other things. It's not just the physical look of it, but I know for sure that added sugars, or like granulated sugar, white sugar, brown sugar, whatever, is definitely inflammatory. And so I have issues that I'm trying to feel good, okay? And I don't feel good, and I need to take steps to make me feel good. For the people who are like, why do you need to do that and stuff? That's why. And maybe a better way of phrasing this for me, or for people who struggle with cutting things out, is just like, replace the sugar with fruit. So whenever I want to go and eat a cookie or ice cream or whatever it is, I'm going to have a fruit instead. That's maybe a better way to look at it. Okay, so that's for physical well-feeling well-being, right? I talked about my goals yesterday's video, how I'm completely changing, this is ripped. I'm so done with this. Just kidding. Not, but go watch the video if you haven't. Again, link it down below. But I need to rewrite what I'm doing in life and kind of refigure my goals and vision of my future, because I think that's part of my mental well-being, is just to feel fulfilled and feel like I'm on a path that makes sense towards my future, a future that I desire and I'm looking forward to. So I want to rewrite my goals. I didn't quite finish the rewriting of the goals part. I finished the video, but I didn't quite finish that. Anyway, I think I need to spend some time alone with my own thoughts this week, whether that's after the kids go to bed and I can just sit and journal and think, or if I go for a walk by myself or drive by myself or something, just spend a little more time alone with me, because I think part of my struggles also recently have been trying to, like the other day when I came home from work, it was like, I have a 5-minute drive, not even enough to like shift my mind from work mode to home mode. I was thinking through the things that, okay, I need to make this phone call. Okay, I need to send this message. Okay, I need to respond to this email. Okay, I need to pay this bill, whatever. And I came, I came home, and sometimes I take a couple minutes in the car before I get out of the car. But then of course the kids, as soon as they see me, they're super excited. They come outside, and then I was just bombarded with mom this, mom that questions. So exciting. They want to tell me about their day and everything. Come inside. There was some family visiting. So I was like trying to talk to them. And I was just like, why does it feel like there's little things on the outside of my memory that I just cannot grasp, that I was thinking when I was coming home, or like I need to do these things and I just cannot figure out what they are. So then it makes me distracted from the conversation in front of me. And it's just a whole difficult, I feel like I'm lost. And so I think just being that my life is currently like that, where it's constantly, people, obligations, responsibilities, talking, conversations, kids, being needed. I think a lot of moms can relate to that. You just need some space to think for a little bit. So I need to figure out how to fit that into my day. Intentional thinking time. How about that? Whoever would have known that you would need something like that? So to just quantify this, let me put 3 different times, 3 different days, 3 different situations, whether it's a 5-minute thing or a 30-minute thing or whatever. 3 of those. Let me know if you're joining me on the no added sugar / the switch out for fruit. It's a great season to do that because fresh fruit is cheap in season. For all the cheap ones out there that are like me, who don't want to buy fruit because it's expensive. Now's a great time to do that. And that is my cue. I need to go. So thanks for being here. I will see you tomorrow.